Hello and happy Monday. Welcome back to this channel. Grab your emotional support lip gloss. We are getting into it. There have been some new unsealings. Hi, and welcome back to this channel. My name is Mandy Magnan. I'm an actress, writer, producer, and director in Toronto, movie reviewer, pop culture, and your YouTube commentator for everything It Ends With Never. There's a few things to get into today. I was, oh my gosh, all weekend kind of heavy with everything happening and the Epstein files and everything being unsealed. And well, not everything, but half of the files being dropped. And, every time I open any apps, it's like everything, right? All of the stuff. And it just like really hit me heavy. And I'm not going to be exploring the Epstein files because I don't know. It breaks my heart because these are real children, real women, real girls. And maybe it's because of the abuse I endured, I guess, or went through as a child and then again in high school and in college. I don't know, but some things came up with Melissa Nathan, so we're going to talk about that for sure because the mental gymnastics from the Blakeskys is crazy, okay? We're going to get into that. I do want to start, though, with a very inspirational story, so we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to get into the new filings that were dropped in the courthouse today by Miss Blake Lively's counsel. So let's get into it. Grab that emotional support lip gloss. I just didn't want to do like full makeup today, but I definitely have my lip gloss and I'm here. Okay, let's get into it. The most inspirational story I heard all weekend came out from a YouTuber. It's so cool. It's literally why I started YouTube, why I decided to, build a community here and really just like keep going and forget about auditioning and being picked and making it and having a studio pick me or a casting director, if you will, and just wanting to like do it myself, especially after producing many short films and then directing my last one, kind of creating my own lane, right? Well, this is such an amazing story. Oh my gosh. There is a YouTuber on here named Markiplier. His real name is Mark Fishback. He is one of the biggest YouTube creators. He has millions of subscribers and years of making really interactive films and playthroughs. And he wrote, directed, and produced and starred in his own indie horror film called Iron Lung. And it had his film debut over the weekend. It was released in some theaters in the US, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. The budget of his film was only $3 million, and it has now grossed over $21 million. I'm telling you right now, big studios don't want to see this. They don't want to see an indie filmmaker make a movie for $3 million, which is low budget for a feature film, especially in the sci-fi horror thriller realm. I mean, I think I can make a feature for like $250,000, but he did it for $3 million. Amazing. And it's already made $21.7 million as an indie horror. One point during the weekend, it actually ranked number 1 in the box office. Yeah, okay, absolutely incredible. And then it got taken off the box office the next day. Very strange, and now it's back up there, and I think it's number 2 for the weekend. But this is so amazing to see a YouTuber, a social media personality, turn their filmmaking into a success. I mean, he launched a self-made horror film, and being, a self-proclaimed scream queen myself, absolutely incredible. I mean, it's just so inspiring. It's such a huge leap for indie filmmakers, and I love to see it. I've been following this story all weekend, and it was it just gave me goosebumps literally because it's what I want to do. Like, I'm hoping to make my at least one feature by the end of this year, if not be, ready to do it by next year. So this was just, oh my gosh, it's just so cool. I know huge studios not happy to see it. Okay, not happy because they spend, the movie was made for only $3 million. Okay, and they spend, look at Sony with It Ends With Us. They invested over $30 million for this movie, right? So this, oh my gosh, it's just so amazing. And I've watched every video on it. I love it. I love to see it. And if this movie comes to Canada, I will definitely be in the theaters. So huge congratulations and shout out to Marky Plier. Amazing, Mark. Keep going. This, I swear, is going to change indie filmmaking and inspire so many voices and creators who think that they can't do it. They can't get their movie made without a huge studio head behind them. You just proved everyone wrong. You just proved Hollywood wrong. And I am so psyched for you. And I don't even know you. And I'm just so excited for you. Speaking of film and being, making it, I don't think I got that call back from last week, guys. Wah, wah, wah. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit on the blues side today. Don't think I got it. I probably would have heard back by Friday night, I'm assuming, just knowing the callback when it was. And didn't get it. I don't think so anyway, because, didn't get that call from my agent. But that's okay because I submitted 2 more last night. So it's always on to the next. It's kind of the game, always getting so close and then not getting it. But maybe the next 2 that I submitted or the ones after that, who knows? I'm hoping for some bookings this year. If not, I'm going to make my own stuff too, okay? So no worries about that, but didn't get that one. So thank you to everyone that reached out and was asking, did you book it? Did you book it? No, I don't think so. But that's okay. There's more. There's always more. Like I said yesterday, I submitted 2 more, and it's still just February, okay? So the year is young, as they say. Okay, let's get into the madness I've been seeing all weekend, okay? The sheer madness of it all. So Melissa Nathan, her name appears in the Epstein files. Wah, wah, wah. Not cool. I guess she worked for this other company. She was there for over 10 years. She worked for this guy, Matthew Hildzix. He was known to be the crisis king who builds careers, and she worked for him until about 2023 when then she left and opened her own thing, right, that now we know is Tag Agency. And there are some emails in 2017 that suggest that Melissa Nathan would be joining this crisis king, her then boss, Matthew, in some meetings that Jeffrey Epstein was coordinating. And it was everywhere. The Blakeskys had a day with this information, which we will get to. But Bryan Freedman did give an exclusive statement. Thank you for Daily Dose of Donna for getting this. But he did say, to be absolutely clear, neither Melissa Nathan or anyone at TAG has ever met, engaged with, or provided public relations or any type of services for Jeffrey Epstein. Miss Nathan's name was added to the email without her knowledge or approval. She learned of it only when it became public, along with everyone else. Regardless of whether a former firm used her name without her consent, Miss Nathan has never been copied on any email with Jeffrey Epstein, has never communicated in any way with him or any of his associates, and has never attended, nor would she ever agree to attend, a meeting involving him. Any suggestion to the contrary is categorically false, defamatory, and harmful. TAG, a small team of women and private individuals, have been subjected to an onslaught of conspiracies and damaging rhetoric based on fragments of untrue context and hearsay. Enough is enough. Along with the expatriate guy who's just a con artist and he's just so misinformed, and he's spreading lies and misinformation and has been for over a year. But along with his little followers and the Blakeskys, this is what I saw all weekend. Y'all can't even condemn that Nathan covered up Epstein raping little girls. Sit all the way down. Then another person comments, Honey, y'all got to start realizing that Justin hired her because of her history of working with these men with extremely popular and disgusting cases of sex abuse. He specifically hired her to bury Blake as shown in evidence. He knew what her unique role in the business was. Well, let's get into it. The only person responsible for showing up in the Epstein files is the person who shows up in the Epstein files. So Melissa Nathan being tagged in an email saying she would also be at the meeting, whether she was at the meeting or not, it seems like they are denying all claims of it, but it has nothing to do with Justin Baldoni. And the mental gymnastics of these people trying to villainize Justin Baldoni is insane to me. It's insane how you can support Blake Lively and then demonize Justin Baldoni because he hired a crisis PR person who may have been in a meeting with Jeffrey Epstein years ago. Crazy. Number one, Justin didn't hire the crisis PR. Wayfair, Jamie Heath, and Tara Hanks did. Okay? That's number one. Number two, Jamie Heath, how was he supposed to know that Melissa Nathan appeared twice in an email almost 10 years ago? Melissa Nathan didn't even know that she appeared in that email. Okay? So that's number two. And number three, glass houses. Okay? So let's just go over a few of the things Blake Lively has and who she's being represented by and who's on her team, since y'all want to do this like character assassination thing. Because you know who also shows up in the Epstein files? Blake Lively. Multiple times. Does Justin Baldoni show up? Does Jamie Heath? Does Steve Sarrett? You know, the actual defendants? Does Jen Abel? No. Okay, Justin does not show up in the Epstein files. Blake does. Blake. So you're saying Justin is a bad guy. You're demonizing Justin because his partner hired a crisis PR person in 2024 without the knowledge that we just found out within the last 72 hours. But what about Blake? Blake herself shows up in the files attending these parties. You know who else shows up in the files and Blake just hired them, which is so weird? You know who else shows up? Sigrid McCauley. You know, the Epstein victim's attorney. Yeah, Blake just, hired her, I guess, in last summer, and it just became public because she wants to change the CEO. Because if you looked up Blake Lively and Epstein, it would show that Blake Lively was at parties with Epstein. But now when you search it up, it looks like Blake Lively is being represented by the attorney who represented the victims of Epstein. Yeah, but she's actually in the files, the attorney, as being dirty and accused of stealing the victim's money. So that's number one. Okay. Number two, if we're talking about teams, right? We want to add up these, the Blakeskis want to really add up the teams, right? Justin's such a bad guy because of Melissa Nathan. In Blake's corner now you have Sigrid McCauley, who's accused of stealing funds from the survivors. Blake Lively herself, who shows up in the files a lot, also being at these parties with Harvey Weinstein and Woody Allen. Okay, and now y'all can look up what Woody Allen did on your own. Disgusting. She supported him, made statements in support of him. She did the same thing with Harvey Weinstein, Blake Lively. Okay, she has Ryan Reynolds in her corner. The franchise stealer himself, Ryan Reynolds, shares a bed with that man. Ew. Her PR agent, Leslie Sloan, who's been her longtime PR agent, has ties also with Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, Harvey Weinstein actually opened Leslie Sloan's PR agency. Yeah. That's crazy, right? In 2014, disgraced producer Harvey Weinstein, he actually provided the financial backing for Leslie Sloan to open her PR firm called Vision PR. So now you have her PR person, her husband, herself, her new attorney that she just hired. And let's not forget about Shapiro. Yes. During this case, Blake Lively hired her own crisis PR. His name is Nick Shapiro. Well, do you know what Nick Shapiro used to do before now working for Blake Lively? Nick Shapiro worked for Airbnb, this little division in Airbnb called Black Box Airbnb. And you know what Nick Shapiro did? Blake Lively CIA guy. Yeah, he used to work for the CIA. What he used to do when he worked for Airbnb is if anyone was raped or assaulted or anything happened at an Airbnb, okay? One story is very disturbing, and I've covered it before. She was raped, contacted Airbnb. It's a whole thing. Guess who shows up? Nick Shapiro. His job was to show up where people were victimized, women were victimized specifically, with a blank check and pay them off so that they wouldn't go public, so Airbnb could maintain their little status quo of being like a safe rental business. That's who Blake Lively hired in the midst of this lawsuit. So her PR agent, funded by Harvey Weinstein, Blake Lively herself, right, backed Harvey Weinstein and Wood & Allen, and herself appears all through the Epstein files. Ryan Reynolds, franchise stealer, her new lawyer for the Epstein victims, allegedly now is some dirty lawyer that they talk about in the Epstein files, and is, I guess, being accused of stealing all of their funds. But there's more. Let's talk about Ari Emanuel, right? Ari Emanuel, great guy for Blake Lively, right? Ari Emanuel chose to keep Diddy on his roster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he still is, which is strange, but I'd have to look that up. But last time I checked, yeah, still representing Diddy. In 2017, an agent named Adam Vanette from WME sexually assaulted Terry Crews, one of their clients. And when Terry Crews came forward with it, Ari Emanuel just wanted to suspend this guy. His name is Adam Vanette, okay? He wanted to suspend him for 30 days without pay, and then told Crews that that should be good enough because at least he's not getting paid. That's Ari Emanuel. Yeah. Ari Emanuel also worked very closely with Vince McMahon, even though that he had, you know, some sexual misconduct reports to him. I mean, it's just very gross. Vince McMahon eventually did step down. But there's a lot of people on Blake's team, okay, that if you want to compare who's supporting who, and this isn't new information that we just found out in the last 72 hours, these are people that she chooses to do business with. Her supporting Harvey Weinstein was a choice. Her going to all of these parties with Epstein, Woody Allen, and Harvey Weinstein was a choice. Okay? It's all very, very strange that these Blakeskis will be like, oh my God, Justin Baldoni's such a bad guy. He's the devil, because his crisis PR person appeared, her name, not even CC'd or anything. Just, yeah, we'll show up to the meeting with da-da-da, and Melissa Nathan. But when you look at the umbrella of people under Blake Lively's team, y'all want to play that game? Blake Lively hiring Shapiro in the last year after what he did with the Airbnb black box is everything that I think that you should know. Because that alone, Wayfair had no clue about Melissa Nathan. Nobody did. Allegedly now Melissa Nathan didn't even know. So but you could easily Google Shapiro, and Blake still hired him to clean up her SEO, do all of the little internet sleuthing for her, get rid of articles, I'm sure, spin narratives, silence us, content creators. Do you feel me? So that was, to me, gross. And if you want to know who's in bed with Ari Emanuel, WME, they are one of the biggest in the world. Silver Lake Holdings and Penske Media. Silver Lake Holdings acquired WME not too long ago, just a few years ago. They handle everything to do with the media. They handle the talent, Silver Lake Holdings now, because they acquired WME, and they work alongside Penske Media. Penske Media is what pushes out the media. WME, along with Silver Lakes, is the one that has the talent, represents the talent. And just a few businesses that are run through these companies like Penske Media, I'm just going to name a few for you that I found quite interesting. The Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline, Rolling Stone, Billboard, IndieWire, WWD, and many more. Many more. They also run, they're the owners of Fox, New York Magazine, The Verge. I mean, it goes on and on and on, as well as now UFC, the AMAs. It's crazy. There's a lot, right? So that's who Wayfair is up against. That's who's in Blake Lively's corner. That's who is, she's choosing to do her business with. I mean, seeing these Blakeskis all over all weekend trying to shame Justin Baldoni over this thing with Melissa Nathan, who would have known that? Nobody. But the Google search for all of Blake Lively's team, who she pairs herself with, has been known for a long time. She chooses to stand with assaulters, people with long lines of sexual misconduct, the Woody Allens and Harvey Weinsteins. That's who Blake Lively backs. So I don't want to hear one more Blake stand coming in about this whole Epstein and Melissa Nathan. And until you see Justin Baldoni's name on there and Jamie Heath and Steve Soritz's name, then come at me. Okay? Because now it's too loud. It's getting out of control. And really do your homework and do your research before you're trying to throw stones. Okay? Glass houses. Oh, and then you have Taylor Swift not going to the Grammys last night. What a poor loser, She only wants to go if she's going to be seen in the best light ever. And not only that, but now Taylor Swift is making statements saying she's so unbothered by the legal stuff with Blake Lively because she doesn't feel like it involves her. And yeah, she's super unbothered. Hello, was this not your best friend who was sexually harassed? Is this case not about sexual harassment, Taylor? So this tells me two things about you, girl. Number one, either you're the worst friend ever because you have the biggest platform. You are undoubtedly, unfortunately, one of the biggest pop stars in the world. And in your best friend's darkest times, you abandon her and you're unbothered by it. Where's the support? Where's the love? Who needs friends like you? That's brutal, girl. Now you go into hiding because you get some bad PR, because people are calling you out, trying to hold you accountable. You go into hiding. You don't show up at the Grammys. Come on, girl. And now you're just so unbothered because it doesn't involve you. Y'all better be feeding those lies to somebody else because we're not buying it over here. That's for sure. For sure. She's in her unbothered era. She's in her unbothered era is the headlines coming out. Well, wow. Bad friend. So that either tells me Blake Lively was never sexually harassed, because what kind of best friend doesn't support her in her time of need, or she just doesn't care. And I don't know which one is worse. I mean, it's pretty bad, right? So ew. You don't even have friends, Blake Lively, who's coming out in support of you. I mean, your two biggest dragons, Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift, were both quiet last year. Actually, it seemed like very much trying to distance themselves as much as possible from you. That's brutal, because I don't know anybody whose friends would abandon them during their biggest violation and they're choosing to fight. So that tells me that all of these people knew that it's not about sexual harassment and it was about the franchise takeover. A CD, play it on a CD. A CD got dropped at the courthouse today by Blake Lively's counsel. There are 2 audio recordings and 3 video files, and we are going to watch them and listen to them. I guess this is like the smoking gun that we've been waiting for from Blake's team. I don't know. I haven't watched them or listened to them, so let's do it together. This is a 4-minute voice memo from Justin Baldoni to Blake Lively.
Hey Blake, I hope the fitting was super successful. Thank you for sending those pictures. That was really cool. I was in the department head meeting and they came through and I was like waiting for them to load and I legit got the chills when I saw it. And you look beautiful. It's gonna work so well. Okay, I would love your genius marketing brain here and also your EP brain. First of all, we got 2,600 submissions from around the country for Young Lily, which was incredible. We had a whole team of people sorting and watching, and really just anybody who vaguely resembled you and who could act a little bit made the list. I did a big callback for a few days, and we got it down. Here's the interesting embarrassment of riches predicament. So before we announced you, and probably for a couple years, Abigail Cohen was who a lot of the young fans wanted to be Lily. She looks so young, and of course that wasn't the movie that I was ever going to make or interested in making. But of course she wants it so bad, and she's been auditioning, and she's beautiful, and she's a great actress, but really doesn't look anything like you. Her hair and her look is definitely what I was kind of modeling, what I was hoping we could achieve with the wig, which worked for you. But I really don't want anything to take us out of the movie, and so I'm vacillating here because it's also a genius marketing hack to cast her as young Lily, because then in some ways you're giving a lot of the hardcore fans what they wanted and what they didn't know they want. Both of you guys in the same film. So just from a marketing perspective, I'm definitely like, oh, I see the benefit. But then I found this young woman named Isabella Ferreira, and she's here in New York. She just graduated from Carnegie Mellon. She's a beast. And as soon as she came on the screen, when I watched it, I was like, ooh, I could see young you in her. And she's got depth, and I can tell she can do anything. And I was so excited working with her and reading her. So of course I'm torn, because the first time I'm going to see, in the reflection, the way that I'm kind of doing the flashbacks is when you show up in that first, in your bedroom the first time, and I rack focus to the reflection, it's going to be young Lily in the reflection. And we're introducing the audience to our storytelling device at that time. And seeing her in there, you will legitimately go, oh, wow, how'd they do that? Or that she looks just like Blake. Seeing Abigail there is just a bit of a suspension of belief. And so I'm going to pray and meditate on it tonight, but I wanted you to know the background before I sent you the links. They're both great. Both of them could do fantastic. Both would make the movie great for different reasons, and would love your brilliant mind. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And generally what I do here is I pray and I meditate, and what comes to me is the decision I go in, but I would love to hear what you think. I'm going to talk to Sony about it tomorrow as well and get their thoughts. Okay. Give me a ring or a text after you watch, whenever that is, today or tomorrow. And I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Doesn't that just prove that they were super good together in pre-production? This is clearly after the whole circumcision, sexual harassment that Blake Lively's trying to turn now. I don't understand what Blake Lively's trying to do, but this actually made me laugh a little bit, because do you remember when Blake Lively had the entire world thinking she did some big transformation for It Ends With Us, dyeing her hair red, and now we know that it was literally a wig? Anyway, I find some simple joy in that. Oh my God, Blake Lively transformed. Look at her now as Lily Bloom. Bye bye, blonde hair. And they let the whole world think that for so long. Blake Lively really went on with it, that she did a huge transformation for Lily Bloom, and now we know it's a wig. Anyway, let's get on to the next voice memo. That to me actually proves Justin's case that they were really close together. Anyway, let's see what the next one is.
My voice memo to work. Hi. Hey, sorry, I couldn't get my voice memo to work. Hi, sorry I haven't responded. Believe it or not, I took 24 hours to be a normal person. One of my best friends just happened to be in town right as my family was leaving, and he actually showed up. I picked him up at the airport as I was saying bye, and we spent the day and night together and went and saw Seinfeld and distracted me because I was sad as shit yesterday. And then we spent the day together, and I was just with Hassan Minhaj, who was going to play Marshall, and we were all just hanging out. And it's nice to be normal for a second and not just obsessed with our movie. But yes, so I apologize for not getting back to you. I did read them, and I laughed, and I just want to say, first of all, I'm appreciative of your passion and the process and your ideas and the spirit of collaboration. And I know for a fact, like I just feel it in my bones, just how excited I am to work with you just as a creative, because you give a shit, and that's so fucking cool. And you're smart, and you're funny, and you're all the things, and you're clearly a great writer. And so all in all, I just wanted to start with that. I think that it's really good. I laughed. My gut tells me it's going to be a combination of this, and we're going to find it and what was there. I want to be mindful to not add too much in terms of page count, because it was already like a 10 or 11 page scene. But what I like about it is the banter and the wittiness, and I can see I was smiling as I was reading, as I can see you, and I know exactly what you want to do and what you're trying to do, and I want that for Lily. I want Lily to have that, because I think it makes it that much more powerful to see that woman, not just some 22-year-old, fresh out of college, but to see that woman end up in this relationship. So I'm just excited to workshop it and play around and to find it, and I think we're going to find it together. And I'll loop in Christy, who's my writer, and
and then it cuts off, just like in Blake Lively style. That clearly wasn't the end of the voice memo. Interesting that they cut it off. Just like if y'all have been following my deposition playlist, she tends to throw in tons of pages in the deposition excerpts that they unsealed. However, she cuts them off at very particular places and throws in pages that she doesn't even reference in her motion. And I think it's because those parts will probably not make her look very good. But anyway, again, that's exactly what Wayfair said in their timeline. Justin Baldoni sent her a voice memo saying, we'll probably use, in the end, it'll probably be a bit of both in the writing. And this is where I think Ryan Reynolds kind of comes in. Here's the way they talk to each other, sees the text messages. He spent all of that time rewriting the script, and at the end of it, Justin was just like, yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I like your drive, and I like the way you want to, get in there and collaborate together. And at the end of the day, yeah, it is good. And I think that's when Ryan was like, no, it's great. It's my writing. You have to accept it. I'm the best. Or whatever his meltdown crash out was. But these aren't smoking guns for Blake Lively. This just makes her look even worse, that Justin had so much trust and faith in her and was like this. She was like this with him. And then simultaneously, behind his back, stabbing him with a knife, And now there are 3 videos also, and they're all of the dance montage because I guess Blake Lively is still trying to push the agenda that in that dance montage, she was so trapped. She was trapped, she said. And that's been debunked because she says that Justin Baldoni tried to kiss her. She didn't know it was happening. We went over it in the last video where he says, oh, let me get my hat. Okay, I'm going to take it off and try to kiss you, and then you grab it. And she says, yeah, great. You know, they did talk a lot about it beforehand. But let's go over what these 3 new... these 3 new videos prove. And let's see if Blake Lively is a trapped woman in a dance montage with Justin Baldoni. The beginning, they don't have the cameras rolling, so just because nothing's playing, there's still sound going on. So try to still take a listen, even though the screen will be black.
Intelligence. The show to like intelligent people, like. To show attention to her. It's like, I need to eject. Too close to eject.
Picture 40, take
It's never meant to be comedy.
And I felt it there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do.
Ready, everyone?
No, it's too comedic.
Talking, you're at the bar, something's on the screen. You
And
turn
can you give us a couple cues of like they score? Just so everyone else around us is having a moment.
But is it as rambunctious as it was earlier on?
No, it's never gonna be because we're in slow mo. But just they're watching. You know,
Got it.
people are watching games. We see some, just some
cheering.
hands and things like that. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, ready, and everybody good? And playback. Background! Camera.
I think we have to back up. I'm not on the mark, but I think the light is behind you.
A little better when it's fine.
Oh, okay.
They score! Go back to where this was. Score again!
Really romantic. Or like, and give them the thing that they want. So they
Penalty!
Watch out! Watch out!
They score again!
Oh, this person's. I think this person's getting lost.
You can butt in if you want.
Yeah.
Right across again where you were.
This is so crazy, Blake, because we already seen this. First of all, every time she gets emotionally like uncomfortable as Blake Lively, not as Lily Bloom, she breaks character. That's when she starts talking, she laughs, she makes jokes. I mean, I don't know what this is trying to prove. All he did was kiss her on the forehead. If we're here for a kiss on the forehead, girl, you shouldn't play in movies. And when he was over here on this side of her neck, he wasn't even touching her. You can tell, and he wasn't moving his head or anything. It was just placed there, and he wasn't even touching her. So far, I don't know. Do y'all see a trapped Blake Lively? Like, let me know in the comments.
Can we do a score? Can we do a score? Couple scores? While we're yeah, great.
They score! They score again!
We have no issue talking most of the time. Yeah, They'll never know. It's slow motion. They're never gonna find out.
And they win!
Oh my gosh, we don't shut up.
And Emily and I have like we have these moments where
Staring. You just stare.
literally we've done it for like 5 minutes. it's like I think you would find it terrifying. We just literally look at each other and like time
I found a sociopath.
and like time stops.
Yeah.
But like that's just how it's been for us from the beginning.
No, we're like, oh my god, there's not enough time.
And they score again.
No. It's like, oh my god, I forgot to tell you something else.
You know what's crazy is she's saying that her and Ryan can't sit in silence. I mean, this is so bad. So her and Ryan can't sit in silence. He doesn't pleasure her without wanting back because she admits that they had a conversation about giving women pleasure and that she would be horrified if Ryan ever just went down on her and pleasured her without her giving it back. I mean, it sounds like they have an awful intimacy, an awful intimacy relationship. I'll just put it that way because, like, dang. But you see, the director is saying, don't talk. I just want it. No talking. And she's not listening to the director. If you are on set and the director tells you no fucking talking, you don't talk. Like, plain and simple. If you're in your onesie that is written in the script and the director tells you, hey, we want to see in your onesie now, you don't try to bargain it. Like, there is a hierarchy on set for a reason, and Justin Baldoni is the director. He is in charge. There should be no questions back. If he says, I want this take, no talking, and then she starts talking and making jokes and breaking character the whole time, fired. Like, I would be like, you're out of here.
No, I think that's cute. You guys are really cute.
I think it's more than cute.
I think it's more than cute.
And then let's just do one almost like super close.
Yeah.
Can you guys frame up on the Sebastian on you? Yeah. We'll just do like our lips are right next to each other.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I think it should start talking.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Then
ready? Still rolling.
don't give it to them. They want it, don't give it to
They
them.
score.
Just
Right.
keep restraint.
Yeah.
Score.
Just do a little bit of restraint.
Ryan, come on back.
They're literally talking about what he's going to do in the scene. What is she talking about? Sexual harassment. Ah.
Cross this way. Take your day. Cross this way.
I feel so nosy.
I know.
I even like
And
just noses.
And my nose is so big.
Yes, I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that. And
Yeah.
then,
Cut.
just kidding.
No, it's true. That's why we hired Jenny Slate too. Our noses match.
Every time I watch this, I learn more and more and more. For example, Blake Lively saying too nosy is just such mean girl energy. How the heck do you talk to someone like that? Brutal. And notice how insulted she got when he said, I think it's cute to her about her and Ryan not being able to stay silent around each other, which is weird. I think it's more than cute. I think it's more than cute. Yeah, it's not cute, babe. He was just trying to make you feel good, okay? It's actually very weird and awkward. How y'all been married now? How many years? And you guys can't be in silence together, and he doesn't give you orgasms? Anyway, let's move to the next one because I could go on forever. So this looks like another camera angle or another take from the dance montage. All three of these are going to be the dance montage, by the way. So let's just see. I mean, I'm looking for Blake Lively's smoking gun to prove that in this scene, they never talked about the scene before. She didn't know what was happening. She didn't want to do it anymore. And she was trapped, right? She was trapped, humiliated, trapped. Oh my gosh. Let's listen to what this one. Again, it starts not audio only, and then the camera will kick in.
To show two like intelligent people like bring law and heading back, or to show tension. It's like I need to eject. Two customers eject.
Victor 40, take
It's
one.
never meant to be comedy.
And I felt it there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I see it now.
Yeah, that's all they're supposed to do.
Ready, everyone?
It's too communicative.
Okay, you're at the bar, something's on the screen.
And can you give us a couple cues of like they score? Just so everyone else around us is having a moment.
But is it as rambunctious as it was earlier on?
No, it's never gonna be because we're in slow-mo, but just they're watching, people are watching games. We see some, just some hands and things like that. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, ready, and everybody good? And playback. Background! Camera.
I think we have to back up. Not on the marks, and I think the light is behind you a little bit.
It's a little better when it's behind me.
Oh, okay.
Watch.
There she is directing the director on his mark.
They score! Score again! Ryan, go to the bar. Ryan, go to the bar. Penalty!
Gosh, she doesn't look trapped in this shot. She's holding that man's finger. I mean,
You can butt in.
laughing, keeking with the background, which is rare, I think, for Blake.
Ryan, cross again where you were.
He's not even moving. He's not kissing. He's not doing nothing. So far, for a kiss on the forehead. Okay? Wow.
Can we do a score? Can we do a score? Couple scores? While we're great.
And they score! They score again!
We have no issue talking most of the time. Yeah, what are they saying? Don't let me know. It's no issue. I'm never gonna find out.
And they win!
Oh my gosh, we don't shut up.
And Emily and I have we have these moments where
Staring, you just stare.
literally we've done it for like 5 minutes. it's like, I think you would find it terrifying. We just literally look at each other and like
When I
time
found a sociopath.
and like time stops.
Yeah.
But like that's just how it's been for us from the beginning.
No, we're like, oh my god, there's not enough time.
And they score again.
No.
Again.
It's like, oh my god, I forgot to tell you something else.
No, I think that's cute. You guys are really cute.
I think it's more than cute.
I think it's more than cute.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And then let's just do one almost like super close.
Yeah.
Can you guys frame up on the Sebastian on you? Just we'll just do like our lips are right next to each other.
He literally tells her what they're going to do in the shot. I mean, coming close, nose to nose, slow dancing.
We'll just do like our lips are right next to each other.
But I think it should start talking.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Still rolling.
Don't give it to them. They want it. Don't give it to
They
them.
score.
Just
Right.
keep restraint.
Yeah.
Score.
Just do a little bit of restraint.
Right, come on back.
She leaned into him. She's playing. She does not look trapped. What jury's going to believe that?
Detail, lady.
And then
Cross this way. Cross this way. Take your date and cross this way.
I feel so nosy.
I know.
I feel like
And
just
my-
noses.
And my nose is so big.
Yes. I was hoping that we could
Then, of course, she ruins the shot. Of course.
address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that. And
Yeah.
then
Cut.
just kidding.
No, it's true. That's why we hired Jenny Slate too. Our noses match.
Okay, let's see what this third piece of evidence is that Blake Lively submitted. This one is much shorter, thank goodness. It is only 2 minutes. It's the last one. Let's see what it is.
Let's roll, please. Rolling. Rolling.
Should we be back here?
Catherine, you're over here.
Well,
with
no,
us,
it's written in the
right?
script that the whole montage.
Okay, great. Thank you.
They're talking all the time, which I think is great that they like they're talking. They're talking about
Here we go. Ready.
We set it up.
And-
and then like this random reviews.
And we must go.
So if you're like, oh, we missed some stuff.
Yeah.
They know each other better than that. She's not marrying someone she doesn't know with lots of red flags. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh, okay, there's stuff that we don't know.
all of it.
Yeah. It feels.
Take one step further, Catherine, please. Great, thank you.
Let's start on action. Let's just do everyone celebrated. There's a game going on. On action. Yeah.
Okay.
People passing.
On action, just be celebration. They've just scored. Ready and lay back. Lay back.
Take it off like a
And
fight show.
back around.
What about the sticker? Good. Yeah, no, there's no sticker.
And they score! They score! And score another.
I'm probably getting spray tan on you.
Right, go back.
Well, it's not that. It's my body makeup.
And they win! They won!
All right, cut.
OMG. At this point, Blake, get these people out of here. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop it, stop it. Y'all talked about coming close to kissing and not kissing. You talked about teasing. He said, in this one, I'm going to take my hat off and pretend to kiss you. You were like, yeah, okay, great. I love hats. Like, kiki, haha. You were having a great time, okay? This is just nuts. If this is your evidence, your smoking gun to prove that you were trapped in that scene, get these people out of here, okay? Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. No one wants to go to court. Sony definitely doesn't. WME doesn't want you to. Nobody does, okay? Nobody. There's nothing here. It's nuts. It's bonkers. $600 million for you and your husband ruining your own career. You want Wayfair to pay for that? My gosh. Oh my gosh. Give me a break. And I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video also, Liz Plank, the person who funded her podcast, yeah, she's tied to Harvey Weinstein and Blake Lively, allegedly. And yeah, so that's an interesting tie-in too. I mean, a lot of just, oh my God, the spider web goes so deep. But if you want me to dive deeper into Shapiro, Blake Lively's tent, you know, the people under her roof on her team, let me know. I can definitely get into Ari Emanuel, Penske Media, Silver Lake Holdings, Blake Lively and all of her, Harvey Weinstein and Woody Allen, Love and Self. I mean, Nick Shapiro. I'm not afraid to tackle any of these guys, but these are huge, huge, huge players in Hollywood. That's who Wayfair was up against. It wasn't just Taylor and Ryan and Blake. They knew the war that they were up against, and they took it anyway. They took the fight because they were going to defend themselves, and they're still defending themselves. People out here acting all wild now, and it's getting a little bonkers and crazy, okay? But bring me a person that has shit to say about Justin Baldoni. Real life interaction. Show me. Where are the people? Where are the troves of people coming out with their own story, which is always what happens? Non-existent, okay? Because he is actually who he says he is versus the other people who want you to think that they're, you know, the perfect couple of Hollywood. Couldn't be further from the truth. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's it for today. I have 2 more depositions coming for you tomorrow, and it's the 2 biggest ones I feel like on Blake's side. It's going to be her agent, okay, Justin Greystone, and then we're going to hear from Sony. And yeah, that's it. If anything else pops, drops, I will be here, okay? Pop, lock, and drop it, or whatever you say. I hope you're having the best day. If there's anything you want me to cover or go into further deeper, I would love to. Just drop it in the comments. And thank you so much for being here and supporting this channel and fighting for justice every day for Justin Baldoni, okay? I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.